to have you with us from Thoreau Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. Saturday afternoons, the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Troy Trojans and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Missouri continues to compete in the SEC, finishing 8-5 last season, a bit of a down year, but they do have a talented young quarterback stepping in. Five-star recruit Austin Simmons comes in the transfer portal. See what Eli Drinkwitz is able to do with this young talented QB this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Trojans offense will take the field first. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get hits.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Tigers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop it?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Keeps it himself. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? So Missouri will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Troy's offense comes out ready to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Running inside, it's Griffin. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Crowder. intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Red pass hits complete. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
On that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Tigers have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll run it with Hardy. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Griffin. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Wants to throw. It's Crowder. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move, it's Griffin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. Hit as he throws. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play. And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season. Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. One final play before the end of the quarter. The run inside. It's Griffin. Makes it past the marker. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking for a man. It's Crowder. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
To the air on second down. Got the back over the middle. And the defense Immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Got a man, it's White. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Rumbles all the way down to the 6-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and he gives him a 1st and goal. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to run, it's Lovett. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Power ahead. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Defense going all in to stop the run. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Extra point here will tie the game. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Nice move to keep running. There's a little room there. Smashes through the tackle. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, give to Hardy. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Hardy. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Here's a heat, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, down here on the Troy sideline, guys, I can tell you something we have got to keep our eye on. This quarterback was really banged up and bruised up after last week's win. He told me when I caught up with him this week, he has definitely been feeling sore this week. He did not miss any practice, but I will keep you posted as this game goes along. He's going to have to fight through some things here today, and I'll let you know.
Finding some room. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. This time he wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's White. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 45 on his way. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking down the middle. Got his man to the left. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Finds his big tight end. Tackled there by the defense. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 3 team, the Georgia Bulldogs.
The Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just... And this drive will start at the 25. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Here's Simmons to throw. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Lee. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Missouri wants to go fast.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So
Then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. The keeper on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. The give to Hardy. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they can't make the play on third down.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big third down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Griffin. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Worley.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Grab near the marker. It's Dortch. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And the Trojans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And the missed connection on third down. The Trojans will punt it away on fourth down. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Simmons throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. And the Trojans trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on second and goal. Here comes the heat. Zings it complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner. And this guy stood in the pocket, and he took one right in the kisser and still delivered the ball.
Showed you his toughness there, Reese, didn't he? And he still had to be accurate with that throw because that was man coverage. He really had to do a good job making sure that football was put on his target.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. Lining up for the point after and the lead.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll give it to Hardy. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They go right back to Hardy. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. The 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. He'll try to do it himself. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, down here on the Troy sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the 4th quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
Could be an alley. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
The Trojans are flying down the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. Smashes through the tackle. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. The Trojans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they tacked on the extra point. That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie things up. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Troy. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. You still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Throwing Simmons. Here's the pressure. On target to the left. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right here.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Simmons. Finds the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Again, it's Simmons. They're working that left side. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Hardy. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Here's Simmons to throw. Rushes on him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Got him downfield. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And it's grabbed for the late touchdown, and how about this? It's not over yet.
This is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for two regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what